Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518. Happy Saturday to you guys. Welcome to Inside Pitch, the 1995 One and Gone. We continue this wonderful tournament we got going on. We've had some very exciting games lately, and the last game we had, I suggest you guys should catch, which was game number 17 between the Angels and the Rockies. That game was kind of wacky, as all these tournament games usually are. Today is round 2, game number 18. We are at Yankee Stadium. It's the number 24 San Francisco Giants taking on the number 5 New York Yankees. So for all you Yankee fans and or Yankee haters, welcome to a big game here at the house that Ruth built. The Giants and the Yankees. Well, this is kind of like a revival of the old New York Giants and New York Yankees rivalry. You know, the Giants and the Yankees used to play each other many times in the old days when the Giants were in New York and the Yankees, and when their time before they moved to San Francisco. So kind of an old revival, an old rivalry revival between the Giants and the Yankees. The Giants beat the Chicago Cubs in the first round to move to the second round. The Yankees had a big game, a very interesting game against the Toronto Blue Jays. And that was a fun game as well. So my guys want to check that out. That was game number 6 between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. But the Yankees prevailed and moved forward. So we are here at Yankee Stadium. Bears Den and Philip Reynolds join me here at Yankee Stadium. The winner of this game, yes, will play the Cincinnati Reds in round number 3. This should be fun. I think we got a pretty good pitching matchup. Don't underestimate the Giants. I think this is going to be a pretty good game. Starting pitcher for the 1995 New York Yankees, I give the call to Andy Pettit. 12 wins, 9 losses, a 4.17 ERA. So sit back, relax, let's play some baseball. This should be fun. Leading off for the Giants will be their designated hitter, Darren Lewis. We are at the American League ballpark, so the DH is in effect. And I have moved Darren Lewis, who would normally play center field. He is the DH for the Giants. Dan Douglas joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Pettit's first pitch of the game, 6-4 against a righty. That's a walk chance. That 13 is going to be too high. Lewis gets the swing, though, 2-1, and that's going to be a fly out to right. And that is out number 1. Yankee Stadium only adds 1 to walks in 1995. Here's second baseman Robbie Thompson. Pettit's pitch, 2-2, range play at the park. Yankee Stadium says 3-4, and that is a home run, a possible home run to center field. Thompson against the lefty is a 3. That is an 11. It's too high. Now the ball is hit to center field. Center fielder for the Yankees is Bernie Williams. His range is a 4. If it's a 4 or less, he makes the play. If not, it's a double. It is a 3. He'll make the catch. And that is out number 2, as Thompson does not have he had very little home run power. However, this guy's got plenty of home run power. Here is left fielder Barry Bonds. What can I say about him? I want him in the Hall of Fame so bad, but I understand the reason why he's being kept out. Pettit's pitch, 4-2. That's a walk plus 10, and that 13 will send Bonds easily to first. And Bonds will draw the walk. Here's third baseman Matt Williams for the Giants. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Strat roll says an 18, nothing happening. Pettit will pitch. That's a 6-4 against a righty. That is a walk chance again, and that 10 is good, and he walks Williams. So 2 straight walks after 2 flyouts. Gives the Giants a chance here. Here is the right fielder, Glenn Allen Hill. Strat says a 19, no play. Pettit will pitch. And that is a 2-4. That's a range play. Hill will swing 4-6. Fly ball to right field. Right fielder for the Yankees is Paul O'Neill. His range is a 3. Pretty much needs to make this play, and he does not. That's going to be a double for Glenn Allen Hill. It is over O'Neill's head. Barry Bonds definitely comes in to score. Matt Williams base running rating 3 with 2 outs is a 4. A double to right -1. And O'Neill has no arm, so a 1-3 Williams will score. He does actually score, but Glenn Allen is thrown out at third base on a 6-6. So the lead runner advances, so Matt Williams does come in to score. Actually, it's a rundown. I'm sorry, that's a rundown. And that is a 5, and the roll is greater than the base running rating. He's out, and it is, so Glenn Allen Hill is out at third. He caught in a rundown. But that's the final out of the inning, but the Giants do get 2 runs. So 2 runs do come in to score, but Hill is actually thrown out at third base, caught in a rundown, and then he's going to be tagged out, but the Giants get an early lead, 2-0 on the Yankees. So it is 2 runs on only 1 hit, but those walks by Pettite definitely hurt. As Ernie Harwell used to say, oh, those bases on balls. Bottom of the first inning, starting pitcher for the 1995 San Francisco Giants, I chose Mark Leiter, 10 wins, 12 losses, 3.82 ERA, very capable pitcher. 1995 was not one of Pettit's better years. We'll see, but you know the Yankees are very capable of coming back easily. Left fielder Luis Polonia will lead off for the Bombers. Leiter's pitch, 3-5, hit by pitch. That 9 is got him. Polonia has a hit by pitch rating of 0, but Mark Leiter adds 10. And so he hits Polonia to start the bottom of the first. Ouch. But Polonia is a baseball player. He'll shake it off. And next up will be third baseman Wade Boggs. He batted .324 in 1995. Did Boggs ever really have a bad year? Kind of like Tony Gwynn. They never really had bad years. Infield goes halfway. Strat roll says a 9. Nothing happening. Leiter will pitch. That's a 4-2. That's a blank. Boggs will take a swing, 5-5, line drive to second. And let's see, is there a double play? And that is a 6 on a line drive to second. The answer is no. Polonia gets back. That's out number 1. Got to be careful of those lineouts. They can do the damage. Here's right fielder Paul O'Neill, batted .300 that year. Infield will stay halfway. Strat says a 6 this time. Nothing happening. Leiter will pitch. 4-1. Strikeout chance. 12 is high. O'Neill gets the swing. 4-2. And that's going to be a fly out to left. It's a star 4, and it's a fly out to left field. And that's out number 2. Here is the center fielder, Bernie Williams, only now just really coming into his own in the mid 90s for the Yankees. He had a very good season though in 95. Now 2 outs, infield goes back to normal. Strat says a 20. Leiter throws to first. It's a 13 and it throws it away. Polonia will go to second. That is an error on Leiter, a pickoff error, and that puts a runner there. So that is that's an E1, and that's the first error on the Giants, and allows Polonia to go to second. Now we'll see what they do. Now I'll re-roll the strat, see if anything happens this time. That is a 1. Polonia has an opportunity to steal third, but with Williams at the plate, I'll call it off with 2 outs. I'll let Williams hit. Leiter will pitch 2-3, and against the switch hitter left, that's going to be an automatic out. And it will be a ground out to second. Nothing for the Yankees except an error and a hit batter at the end of 1-2-0 Giants. as the Giants get off to a good start against this powerful Yankee team. Top of inning number 2 coming up. Leading off for the Giants will be the shortstop, Royce Clayton. We'll see if Pettite can pitch better this time. 2-1, strikeout chance 19 is way high. 4-5, and that's going to be a fly out to left. That is out number 1. Next up for the Giants is first baseman Mark Carrion, ex-Met. Mark Carrion actually had a good year for the Giants that year. 301 average, 17 homers. One of his better seasons that he had as a ball player. Pettit's pitch, 4-4, error on a grounder. Carrion, 2-2. That's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Mattingly. His error rating is a 5. That's a 13. He's got it. He'll throw to Pettite covering the bag. That's out number 2. Here's the catcher, Kurt Manwaring. Pettite will pitch 1-6. Home run with a question mark. That 20, though, is way too high for both sides. So that's a blank. Manwaring does swing, though, 1-2, and he just chops it right back to Pettite, and he'll toss it over for out number 3. A much better inning for Andy Pettite, and it stays 2-0. Bottom of the second. Leading off, first baseman Donnie Baseball Mattingly, 288 average that year. His final season with the Yankees. If only he had stayed with them, he would have his World Series title. And maybe that's one of the reasons why that's keeping him out of the Hall of Fame. I don't understand why. Mattingly's a Hall of Famer. I don't get it. Just like Keith Hernandez, both Hernandez and Mattingly belong in the Hall. Leiter's pitch, 5-3. That's a walk chance. The 20 is high. Mattingly gets the swing, 6-2. And there you go, a double to right field. Leadoff double for Donnie Baseball. You know me as a guy that really can't stand the Yankees, but I always had a soft spot for Don Mattingly. I always liked him. Leadoff runner at second for the Yanks. Here's Randy Velarde. I have him at second base for the tournament. Infield is normal. We'll see if a strat on the way. That is a 9. Nothing happening. Leiter will pitch 2-6. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 2-1. That's a star 3. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Ground out to third. The only way Mattingly to get to third base is on a 6. And he'll hold at second base. It's out number 1. Here's the catcher, Mike Stanley. Roll a strat again. That's a 12. Nothing happening. Leiter will pitch. 3-1. Strikeout chance. 4 gets him. Strikeout number 1 for Leiter. He had 129 of them in 95. Here's the shortstop, Tony Fernandez. 2 outs now. Nothing on a strat of 5. Nothing happening. Leiter will pitch. And that is Suadice. I'll re-roll. And that is a 4-1. That's a strikeout chance. The 19 is high. Fernandez gets to swing. 5-2. That is a ball hit to right field. That is a 9 against a right-hander. That is going to be a double for Tony Fernandez. Tony Fernandez smacks a double to right. And that, of course, will score Mattingly automatically. So pretty much Mattingly and Fernandez will trade places. It's now 2-1. That brings up the Yankee designated hitter, Danny Tartabull. Fernandez on at second after a RBI double by him. Strat roll says a 6, nothing happening. Leiter's pitch, 5-6. That's a double question mark against a righty. A 1-11 will be a single. That's a 5. Tartable slaps one up right up the middle, and that will be a single. Fernandez easily will score from second base on that, and we got a tie game. Single for Tartable right up the middle. And we are tied at 2. Deuces wild on the scoreboard. As Yankee Stadium cheers. Yay! Luis Polonia will bat. Tartable on it first. They'll go talk to Leiter for a moment, see if he's all right. That is a 6. Nothing happening on the strat. Leiter will pitch. That's a 6-5. That's a possible error. Polonia gets the swing, 1-4. Line drive to first. And that ball is hit to Mark Carrion. Error rating is a 5. That's a 19. He'll squeeze it for the out, and that will do it. Thing about line drive errors is there really is no error on the catch. The error would be a throwing error. So even though really the play is over anyway, because on line drive errors, you don't make an error on the catch. It would be an error on a throw if it occurred that way with a runner on base. But that is the inning. So the Yankees put up 2 runs of their own on 3 hits. We're tied at 2 after 2. We got ourselves a ball game, people. Sit back and relax. This should be fun. Top of inning number 3 coming up. Leading off for the Giants will be center fielder Dion Sanders. I put Sanders in center field over Darren Lewis because Dion has a better range, and that's why I made Darren Lewis the DH for the Giants. Pettit will pitch. 5-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Sanders will swing. 2-5. That's a fly out to right. Dion Sanders, yes, he was with the Giants in 95. Here's Darren Lewis. He flew out his last time up. 5-3 from Pettit. That is a double question mark. And against the righty, a single 1-12. That's a 19. It is too high. Lewis will swing. 6-6. He flies out to center. Here's Robbie Thompson. Thompson 0 for 1. Pettit 2-5. That's a possible error. Thompson swings 6-2, and that is a single to third. That's an infield single to third base. The ball is hit the Boggs. His error rating is a 3. That's a 10. There won't be an error, but Thompson does get to first. It is an infield single as he hits a Baltimore chop, and there's no way that Boggs can make the throw. Infield single for Thompson, and the inning will continue. And now a chance for Barry Bonds with a runner on base. Big chance going on. Forever Remain 90 joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Pettit will, let's see if there's anything on a strat. Strat says a 20. Pettit will throw to first. And, he just, wow, a 19. Thompson gets back safely. Pettit had a very good pickoff chance. 2-16, and he gets him. But a 19 on the die, he avoids it. Thompson gets back barely. And now we'll pitch to Bonds. 5-4, strikeout chance. 17 is high. Bonds gets the swing. 5-1, star 3, ground out to second, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Giants. Still tied at 2. In this nice setup between old World Series rivals back in the day when the Giants were in New York. Baseball Demos joins us here at Yankee Stadium, as he likes being the opening act. Mark Leiter gets back on the mound. Here is Wade Boggs. Boggs is 0 for 1. Leiter's pitch 1-4, strikeout chance, 13 high. Boggs will swing 4-1. That's a base hit to right field. A nice single for Boggs. He travels down to first. That will bring up Paul O'Neill. Infield automatically halfway. Strat roll. Leiter throws to first. Let's see if he makes an error this time. And that is a 16. Yes, he does. Mark Leiter throws to first and throws the ball away again. Boggs will go to second. Another pickoff error by Leiter. And they're going to go talk to him about that. And that is the second time he's made an error on a pickoff throw. And he will go to second. So that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. They'll do it again. Now the infield goes back to normal. Mark Leiter, another pickoff error. Strat roll says a 15. This time, nothing happening. Leiter will pitch. And that's a 5-1. Strikeout chance 12 is high. O'Neill gets to swing 3-3. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 6 against a righty. That's going to be a single for O'Neill. He gets the base hit. Boggs, a base running rating of 3, single to right. And you add 1, which makes it a 4. Glenn Allen Hill has no adjustment. A 1-4, Boggs will score, and he does. Boggs scores on the 1. The 2 allows Paul O'Neill to go to second on the throw, and the Yankees take the lead 3-2. Paul O'Neill, RBI. That's an RBI single, although he takes the extra base. I still call it a single. And so the error once again allows the runner on second to score. 3-2 Yankees. And still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Here is Bernie Williams. The Yankees spotted the Giants 2 runs. The Yankees come right back. We'll do a strat roll again. That's a 5. Nothing happening. Leiter will pitch. 4-3. Wild pitch. That's a 17. It stopped. Ball 1. Whoa. Looks like Leiter has learned his lesson yet. They'll do it again. That's a 5-5. That against is a switch hitter left. That's a walk chance. The 19 is high. Williams gets to swing. 4-3. Fly out to center field. That is the first out. Paul O'Neill's base running rating of the 3. You subtract 3 on a fly out to center. He will not move. He'll stay at second. It has to. It's the for the trail runner to move up, the base running rating has to be equal to it or lower, and it's not adjusted for the trail runner. It's a regular BR. It's not an adjusted base running rating because the throw has already been made. Pretty much when a 1 comes up, a throw is actually, I think what they're showing is this. I think what they're talking about is this. When a throw is made on a runner, if a 1 comes up, okay, the throw was actually made. Okay? The throw was actually made. On between a 2 to 5, all right, the throw was probably not made. The runner was allowed to score, and the trail runner doesn't advance. On a 6, of course, the runner is out. On a 6, the runner is out, or somebody's out. The throw was made, but they either couldn't get the runner, so they just tried to get the trailing runner to get an out. That's pretty much, I think, how Chris Davis wanted to do the base running ability. I am still thinking of putting in a play safe option where if a team is down by a bunch of runs, they will not try to stretch the hit. I might just go station to station. I'm thinking of instituting a play safe option that APA has or Fall Classic has, where it's only station to station on a hit, on a double or whatever like that. I might institute that rule. I might put that as a house rule. Here's Donnie Baseball. Runner on second. There is 1 out. That is a 3, nothing happening. Leiter will pitch. That's a 5-1 strikeout chance, 20, way too high. Mattingly gets the swing, 4-3. That's a fly out to center. And again, O'Neill has to hold. And here's Randy Velarde. Pitch on the way, 6. Let's see, 1-5 on Leiter. That's a strikeout chance. Strikeout chance. And the 6 got Velarde. He is out of there. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Leiter, but damage is done in this inning. 1 run on 2 hits and an error. Both errors on Mark Leiter trying to pick off the runner. At the end of 3, 3-2 Yankees. Yeah, I'm thinking of instituting a runner play safe option. Maybe Homebrew Leiter's to hold the ball for no more pickups. Yeah, right. I don't mind it. I mean, Mark Leiter must have had issues throwing, so I'm gonna take the cards as gospel. But yeah, I'm thinking of instituting a play safe option where if I'm no longer rolling a strat roll, there's no longer going to be runner advancement. If you're down by 5 or 6 runs, you know you need base runners. Trying to stretch a hit is not going to, unless there's a scoring chance. So if you're at first base, if the runner's at first base, okay, and the only play he can get to third, all right, is, I don't think I hold the runner. But if it's a double and the runner has a chance to score, I may allow that to happen. I may go ahead and I may do that only on if the runner can't score, I'll probably do a play safe. But if he can score, I'll do it normally. But that's only if I'm not rolling a strat. I'm only thinking about that. I haven't decided yet. Glenn Parral joins us here at Yankee Stadium, and he says, "Go Yankees." We're in the top of the 4th inning, 3-2. The Giants came out to a quick 2-0 lead, but the Yankees come right back. Here is Matt Williams. Pettit's pitch, 5-3, double question mark. That 19 is going to be too high for either side. It's a blank. Williams gets to swing 4-4 against the lefty. That's a ground out to third. And that is the first out. Here's Glenn Allen Hill. Pettit's pitch, 4-3. That's a walk chance. The 4 is good. Hill will trot down to first. Another walk issued by Pettit. That's his third. Third walk issued by Andy Pettit. Hill will go to first base. A chance for Royce Clayton. Infield is halfway. Try for a strat, 13, nothing happening. Pettit will pitch. That's a 3-5. That's a blank. Clayton swings 1-1, and that's a ball hit to left field, and that is a 12 against the lefty. That's just going to be a fly out to left, as he really didn't hit lefties that well. So a fly out to left field, 2 outs. Of course, Hill will hold. Here's Mark Carrion. Carrion grounded out last time up. No strat. Pettit will pitch. And that is a 1-5. That's a strikeout chance. Carrion goes down. Wow, a 2. And that is good. He got Carrion. Big strikeout there. And that is only the first strikeout by Pettit. He only had 114 in 95. But he gets the K, and the inning is over. Only a walk. And it stays 3-2 in favor of the Bronx Bombers. How do you make bad teams entertaining like the Marlins? How do you make bad teams entertaining like the Marlins? Hey, let me tell you something. You had an entertaining game, right? The Marlins played the Nationals tough in your game, and the Marlins are 9-11 now in your replay for 2019. They ain't that bad. The 2019 Marlins, weren't that bad really. Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-2 Yankees. Let's see if Leiter can maybe settle down a little bit. Here's Mike Stanley. Stanley's 0 for 1. Pitch from Leiter, 5-1, strikeout chance, 18 high. Stanley will swing, 6-1, fly out to center. And that is out number 1. Here is Tony Fernandez. Leiter's pitch, 3-2. Against the switch hitter left, that's a walk chance. The 15 is high. Fernandez gets to swing, 4-4. He grounds it to second. Here's Tartable. Tartable had an RBI single his last time up. Let your inside pitch cards and dice 1970 version to Espo Strat. Oh, the PC version. It's amazing the Marlins made the playoffs last year. Yes, it is. Don Mattingly was manager of the year. Deservedly so. Deservedly so. Absolutely gets manager of the year last year with that Marlins club. The National League East is going to be the toughest division in baseball this season. They're going to be beating each other up in those games. Mark Leiter's pitch to Tartable, 4-4. That's a wild pitch. It'll be ball 1. Do it again, 3-5. Hit by pitch. This time he does not hit anybody. That 19 is high. Tartable gets the swing, though, 4-6, and he grounds it to second. And a 1-2-3 inning for Leiter, which he absolutely needed. Still 3-2 in favor of the Yankees. Yeah, the National League East is going to be the toughest division in baseball. The Atlanta Braves still have the team to beat in that division. They're going to be very, very tough. The Mets getting Francisco Lindor, Carlos Carrasco, Trevor May, and McCann, and they're still not done yet. The Mets have put the National League East on notice that they're not going to go away easily. They're going to be tough. You know the Nationals will bounce back after a tough season. Never count out a Joe Girardi managed team. So the Phillies will be just fine. And that Marlins club, they had a taste of the playoffs last year and won a playoff series. They're going to be hungry to get back to the postseason. The National League East is going to be the best division in baseball. Or if anything, the toughest division in baseball. I don't know who to pick. I'm going to still take the Braves until somebody knocks them off, but I like right now the Mets to have a very good chance to make the playoffs this time with what they're putting together, and they're not done yet. I mean, I can't really make predictions yet because the hot stove is still cooking. Top of the 5th inning, 3-2 Yankees. Pettite on the mound. Here is Kurt Manwaring for the Giants. Pettite will pitch, 3-2. That's a strikeout chance. The 2 got Manwaring. He guns him down. Strikeout number 2 for Pettite. That brings up prime time. Dion Sanders. Pettite, 3-1, blank. Sanders, 6-2. And a ball hit to center field. That's a 9 against the lefty. That is going to be a double for Dion Sanders. Primetime strikes. Tying run goes to second. Sanders did bat 268 and 95. He was capable. He was scrappy. I have no problem really with a 268 average. Sanders will get to second base. That will bring up Darren Lewis as the Giants got something going on. Surratt roll, 20. Pettite turns around, throws to second. Sanders is out of there. He got him. He caught him napping. Pick off 2-16, and he gets Sanders. He is out of there. Oh, boy. Sanders did not pay attention. Pettite takes him out of there, and that is out number 2. As he nails Sanders at second base. And now Darren Lewis has to bat with nobody on there. Great play by Andy Pettite. 2 outs. Pettite will now pitch to Lewis, 4-1, and that's a strikeout chance. The 9 is high. Lewis will swing 1-2. That's a star 3. It's a ground out to second, and that ends the inning. No runs. There was a hit, but a big pickoff halfway through the game. 3-2 Yankees. Yes, Tim McCarver would be applauding the pickoff. He would. He was a big Pettit fan. Bottom of the 5th inning, Mark Leiter will be pitching. He will go up against Luis Polonia halfway through this ball game. Polonia is 1 for 2, singled and got to second on an error. 5-4 from Leiter. That is a straight home run check against the righty. It's a 2. That's a 12 high. Polonia will swing, though, 4-6, and he chops it to short. So he got himself a good pitch, but he got way over it. That's out number 1. That will bring up Boggs. Boggs is 1 for 2. Leiter's pitch 4-1. Strikeout chance. He got him. He strikes out Boggs. Strikeout number 3 for Leiter. 2 down, and now the batter is O'Neill. O'Neill is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Leiter's pitch 2-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. O'Neill will swing 1-3. That's a double into right field. He'll bounce that one off the wall. Paul O'Neill has his second hit of the game. He'll hold it second. As the Yankees looking for more, and now a chance for Bernie Williams. Williams is 0 for 2. Strat roll, nothing happening. Leiter will pitch. 1-1 against a lefty switch hitter. That's going to be an automatic out. Star 2, ground out to short, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Yankees. 5 in the books, 3-2 in favor of the Bombers. Would be curious to see if McGuire could come close to 70 homers and 98 inside pitch. That would be a very good replay to do. 1998, a Cardinals replay for 1998 to see if McGuire could do it. I don't know. That would be interesting to see. Top of the 6th inning, 3-2 in favor of the Bombers. Leading off for the G-men will be Thompson. He's 1 for 2. That's a 4-4 for Pettit. Error on a grounder. Thompson swings 6-2, and that is an infield single to third base. The ball is hit to Boggs. Error rating is a 3. That's a 10. Boggs has got it. He will hold it, and it will be an infield single. There is no error, so Thompson is on base again. Second hit for Thompson. He's 2 for 3 now. Another infield single, as Boggs knew he had no play, so he holds on to it. The batter now is Bonds. Infield halfway. Strat roll says a 1. Let's see here. Barry Bonds. Ooh, hit and run possibility. Thompson is a stolen base rating. 7 + 2 would be a 9. Stanley +1 would be a 10. If Bonds strikes out, it'd be a 50% chance for Thompson to get thrown out. But Bonds bats .290, and he's a major home run hitter. I'm going to call that off and let Bonds hit. Because I did that in the game against Colorado yesterday. I literally, by calling a hit and run is halved when you call that. The hit and run rating is halved. I literally took a home run away from the Rockies. So I will call that off and let Bonds hit. Pettit will pitch 3-4. Error on a throw. Bonds will swing 2-4. Popped up to short. Dang, that is the first out. Of course, there is no error there. And that's out number 1. Here's Matt Williams. Yeah, that would be good to see a 2001 Giants replay to see how many he would get. Thompson on it first. We'll try again. That is a 6, no play. Pettit will pitch. That's a 5-3 double question mark. That 18 is high against a right-handed batter. Williams does swing 5-1. Star 1, grounder to short. Williams double play rating 2, nothing from Pettit. +1 is 3. Second baseman Velarde pivot, nothing. A 1-3, they turn the double play. It is a 4, they do not. Thompson is thrown out at second, and Williams is safe at first. Thompson does have a base running rating of 4, but when the infield is halfway, it is reduced by 1. So he is out at second. Williams is safe at first. Fielder's choice. Batter now is Glenn Allen Hill as Cody Travis joins us here at Yankee Stadium. It was taken from Hall of Famer Baines on the hit and run. Yes, it was. It was taken from Baines. It was taken from Harold Baines. Yes. I know it was on some guy. I don't know. I thought it was yesterday, I thought. Harold Baines, that's right, with the Angels White Sox last night. That's right. Yes, no, it was taken from Hall of Famer Baines. That's right. I took a home run away from him. It wasn't intentional. It just happened that way. Strat Roll says a 1. Williams, no play. Don't call a hit and run with 2 outs. Because Pettit has a stolen base, a hold rating of -1, that becomes a 0, and a hit and run would be a 1 or a 2. Not happening. Pettit will pitch. That's a 2-6. It's a blank. Can Hill get a hit? 4-3. Nope. It's a ground out to second. And that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Giants. It is still 3-2 in favor of the Yankees. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Don Mattingly will lead off. I'm checking the batter's face for both clubs. Both Pettit and Leiter can go a little further. Leiter will pitch to Donnie Baseball. He's 1 for 2. Leiter 6-6 at the park. Yankee Stadium 4-3. That's a fly out to left. Yankee Stadium doesn't help out Mattingly on that one. That's out number 1. Here's Randy Velarde. Velarde's 0 for 2. Leiter 1-2. That's a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium 3-4. And once again, that home run, a possible home run to center. Let's first check it. Velarde's home run rating is a 7. That is a 4. Kaboom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to left field. It is gone. No range play. That is a home run for Velarde. Stadium cheers. Yay! Randy Velarde smacks a home run thanks to Yankee Stadium. And it is now 4-2 in favor of the Yankees. One out still. Next batter is Mike Stanley. 4-2 Yankees. Leiter was still pitching. No robbing homers. There's no rule for that. If you want to make a rule for something like that, I would say if a range play comes up on a home run, if a range play comes up on the ballpark card, all right, only the ballpark card, not the hitter card. All right, so on a home run, a home run is scheduled on the home. I mean, if you want to make a rule, and it's a home run possibility, you check the batter. If the die roll is the last digit of the batter's card, then you could probably check a range check to see if the fielder makes the catch at the wall. So in that case, for example, let's say this comes up again, a home run to center field. We roll, and Stanley's the batter. The die roll he's got a 10 against the righty, and let's say the die roll is a 10. All right. and it's a range play. If it's a range play, then you can roll the center fielder's rating, which would be, in this case for the Giants, would be Sanders. His range is a 4. If he makes the range play, he robs it. I think that's probably the only way I would make that rule. If you want to say no robbing homers, it would have to be on the button. Fall Classic has that rule, and I kind of like it. Fall Classic has that rule for robbing homers on the button, on the digit. So I guess that would be the only way you could rob a home run. It'd have to be a range play at the park, a home run check, and it'd have to be on the last digit of the batter. I guess that's one way to do it. If you want to make that rule. That could be a good house rule. Mark Leiter will pitch to Stanley. And that is a 3-4. That's an error on a grounder. Stanley will swing 2-1. Popped out second base. There is no error there. And that's out number 2. You could make that rule if you want to. A lot of people don't think inside pitch is customizable. They are so wrong. You can customize inside pitch to almost any way you want. Leiter will pitch to Fernandez, and wall height would need to be low enough, couldn't rob homers to left at Fenway. Exactly. You'd have to know. It would have to, but remember though, it's like a ball hit the center field or a ball hit to the pull side. So, something like that. I mean, you'd have to get the ballpark. You'd have to know the ballpark dimensions. So yeah, so if it was a home run, if it was at Fenway Park and the ball was hit to left field, no, I don't think the fielder could jump 20 feet in the air to make the catch. Leiter's pitch, 6-6. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 5-6, and that's a fly out to right, and the inning will end there. 1 run on 1 hit for the Yankees, a solo shot by Velarde, 4-2 after 6. Like I said, you could make a rule for that. You just got to know the fence height. Top of the 7th inning, 4-2 Yankees. The Giants scored 2 runs in the first inning, and then the Yankees answered with 4 unanswered. Here's Royce Clayton. He'll lead off for the Giants. Andy Pettit, still pretty strong in the top of the 7th. Let's see how long he can go. Pettit's pitch, 2-3. That's a blank. Clayton gets the swing, 3-5. Leadoff double into center field for Clayton. Giants get a man on second. Leadoff man on, but they got to be careful of Pettit's pickoff ability. Here's Mark Carrion. Infield is normal. They'll try a strat roll is on. That is a 2. Ooh, Clayton could try to steal. Let's see. 5 minus 1 is 4. Divided by 2 is a 2. Let's see. Clayton, 15 plus 2 is 17. Stanley plus 1 is an 18. Clayton goes to third. Safe, but it was close. Royce Clayton steals third base. Stolen base for Clayton. He had 24 of them. It was a 16. It was close, but he's safe at third. As the Giants trying to make some moves. Yankees will keep the infield normal. And Clayton's base running rating is a 3. They'll probably trade the run for the out. But let's roll a strat again. And that is a 5. Nothing happening this time. Pettit will pitch to Carrion. 5-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 10 is high. Carrion gets the swing. 2-3. And that's going to be a single into center field. That's a base hit for Carrion. Clayton comes in to score from third. And it's now 4-3. Yankees lead. Still 1 out as the Giants get a run finally. Infield goes halfway. Here's Kurt Manwaring. Carrion on it first. Pettit there. Let's see what they're going to do here. I am rolling strat. Strat says a 12. Nothing happening. Pettit will pitch to Manwaring. That's a 3-2 against a righty. That is a home run straight check. against a right-hander. Manwaring against the left is a 10. That's a 20. It's too high. But Manwaring gets the swing. That's a 2-6. And he singles it to right field for a base hit for Manwaring. Carrion's base running rating is a 3. Single to right. You add 2 to make it a 5 to get the third. Right fielder O'Neill is a 0. There's nobody out. A 1-5. Carrion will go to third, and he does. Barely, but he gets there. And Manwaring holds it first. Three straight base hits here for the Giants, and they're in business with runners at the corners and nobody out. Brandon Baker joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Yeah, I know. Like I said, there is probably a rule you could put in there to rob a home run. The only thing is you got to get the fence height. You got to get the fence height in order to do it against certain ballparks. But I think that could work. It would have to be a range play at the park, and it would have to be on the button in order for it. And the P20 roll would have to be on the button for the fielder to make a chance. Oh, runners at the corners and nobody out. The next batter is Dion Sanders. I wonder here if we make a pitching change. Do I change pitchers for the Yankees here? Runners at the corners. Sanders, the batter, is nobody out. Giants are massively in business right now. That's going to be it for Pettit. He's coming out. Yankees will go to the pen. Let's see who they're going to want to bring out. I think they'll still stick with a right. I think they'll still stick. They may go to a right-hander here. I'll tell you the truth. The Yankee bullpen is not good. If the Yankees had any problems in 1995, it was their bullpen. It was not good. The Yankee bullpen was not good. Gotta save him for closing. Yankees are going to bring in Bob McDonald. 1 win, 1 loss, a 4.86 ERA to pitch to Sanders. And probably they'll go to a right-hander after that. Nobody out. The infield is in. Yankees calling infield in. Mark Carrion becomes his base run rating as a 1 of a ground out. I will not send him with nobody out. So infield in for the Yankees. Strat roll says a 12. Nothing happening. McDonald will pitch. That's a 2-4. That's a walk chance. The 13 is high. Sanders gets the swing. 1-4. Fly out to center field. Fly ball to center field. Out number 1. Sanders sacrifice fly rating of 1. He cannot bring in Carrion automatically. Now Carrion will try. Base running rating of a 3. Center fielder Williams adds 2 to that roll. A 1-5. Carrion will score. He does. This game is tied. Mark Carrion comes in to score. Sacrifice fly for Dion Sanders. The Giants have tied this game up 4-4. Mr. Moley 55 joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Do you think the Pack will win later? They should. No, he does not. Manwaring does not take second on the throw. He does not take second on the throw. No, he doesn't. He holds. That is a 3. If the roll is less than or equal to the base running rating, the runner advances. Otherwise, they hold. You only got to check a runner on first going to second on a sacrifice fly. I rarely see that. He would hold at first base. Plus, his base running rating is a 2 anyway. Remember, the base runner rating of the other base runner of a trailing runner only comes up if it's a 1 or a 6 on the first roll. Yeah, no, you're looking at the white die of a 1. Yeah, no. Only the white die only comes into play if it's a 1 or a 6 on the main roll. So Manwaring holds it first. It's now tied at 4. And here's Darren Lewis. And now we'll see another pitcher for the Yankees as McDonald's going to come out. The Yankees are going to go with Bob Wickman. 2 wins, 4 losses, a save, a 4.05 ERA. Bob Wickman now comes up to pitch against Darren Lewis with 1 out. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't advance. No, a sacrifice fly. On a sacrifice fly, all right. Hold on. Runner, as far as I'm knowing, according to the chart rule, there is no advancement for a runner on a sacrifice fly unless if it's a 1 or a 6. That's the only thing. The roll I had was a 3. So if Manwaring was a 5, I believe he advances, but you know what? There is no rule that states that a runner on first going to second on a throw home. I mean, it could happen because you could have the lead runner advances and the trailing runner is caught in a rundown or something like that. So only if the runner if it's a 6-1, he would have scored, but Manwaring would have been out. Because Manwaring would have tried to score second. It has to be a 1 or a 6 on the main roll that you use, the main first die roll. Runner at first. Infield is still halfway. Wickman will pitch to Lewis. There is no strat. Wickman will pitch. That's a 4-4. That's a double question mark. Lewis is a righty. 1 to 14 is an automatic out. That's a 2, and that's exactly what it is. And that's a ground out to second. Lewis double play rating 2. Halfway is 3. Shortstop for the Yankees. Fernandez adds 1. It's a 4. And that is a 6. They don't get it. The only play was the first base. Manwaring advances to second. 2 outs. A chance now for Robbie Thompson. Thompson 2 for 3. Manwaring on its second. Infield is normal. Strat roll says at 16, nothing happening. Wickman will pitch. 6-5, error on a throw. Robbie Thompson swings. 3-1, star 1. That's a ground ball to second base. The ball is at the Velarde. His error rating is a 6. That's a 20. He won't make the error. Throws to first, and the inning ends there. 2 runs for the Giants on 3 hits and a stolen base. At the 7th inning stretch, we are tied at 4. What do we got coming up? Well, tonight we got a pretty good 1985 ball game coming up tonight. We have the Kansas City Royals taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Mark Goob goes for the Royals. He'll take on Toronto's Tom Filer. In my Inside Pitch 85 season replay. And tomorrow on the One and Gone, it'll be game number 19. And I know Steeler fan will be interested in that one. It will be the Houston Astros taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I know Steeler fan will not miss that game. He is not in my chat. So, but of course, I probably will see him later. So I know the Astros take on the Dodgers in the One and Gone. Game number 19 and 95. I know he won't miss that one, as his Astros try to get to the 3rd round. The winner of this game, of course, takes on the Cincinnati Reds in game number 22. Bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 4. Let's see who we got here. Right, left, left. Mark Leiter will pitch to Danny Tartable. He'll lead off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tartable 1 for 2. That's a 1-2. That's a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium 5-2 says it's grounded at the plate. So that is Kurt Manwaring. His range is a 4. He's got it. Picks it up, throws to first, out number 1. Don't see many range plays on a catcher, but he does make the play. Manwaring has good range at the plate, and that's out number 1. Next batter is Luis Polonia. That'll be it for Mark Leiter. They're going to take him out. Giants will go to the pen. Let's see who they're going to want to bring up. Probably bring out a lefty. Let's see who they want here. Let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Giants will be Sean Barton. 4 wins, 1 loss, a 4.26 ERA. Barton will pitch to Luis Polonia. Polonia is 0 for 3 today, but he was hit by a pitch and reached the second base on an error. I have not played deep drive baseball, although I do like the mechanics of it, according to Tony at Cards and Dice. History Maker I do not have either. History Maker does look like a lot of fun, but I just don't like chart-based games. That's why APA turned me off. Sean Barton will pitch to Polonia. Barton's pitch 4-1, error on a throw. Polonia will swing 1-5. That's a line drive right to shortstop. There won't be an error there. That's out number 2. Nice play there by Clayton. And now here's Boggs. Boggs is 1 for 3. Barton's pitch 4-2. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 5-4. That's a grounder to short. And that will end the inning there. A nice job there by Barton. And a 1-2-3 inning go the Yankees, still tied at 4. Another thing I like about inside pitch, pitcher fatigue is a lot more mild than everyone else. Pitcher fatigue is a lot more mild. I just don't think a pitcher, as soon as he's tired, should be devastated like Payoff pitch does, Fall Classic. They devastate pitchers when they really devastate them. They ruin pitchers when they're tired. At least an inside pitch, they can go a little further. All right, but my rule is on inside pitch, if a tired pitcher comes up with a tired symbol, S1, the KW, or the double question mark, when they are fatigued, I remove them immediately. That's an optional rule. Actually, in the rules, I do follow that. And I just don't see a pitcher suddenly. I just can't see Dwight Gooden saying after 28 batters, I'm bushed, coach. I can't go again. No, I just don't see. And just serving up meatballs. I just don't see that happening. That really takes away chances of complete games in the earlier years. Now, in more modern baseball, I can see that, but because the complete game is pretty much becoming obsolete these days, thanks to like Kevin Cash yanking out Blake Snell in that World Series game, that's why Kevin Cash got my Jackass of the Year award for that move. Oh, you gave up you've only pitched 6 innings, man. I got to take you out. Can you imagine the manager going up to Sandy Koufax, Bob Gibson, Tom Seaver, Steve Carlton, Nolan Ryan, and saying, hey, look, I only pitched to 24 batters. You got to come out. Can you imagine what they would say to their managers? Really? Can you imagine? That's why inside pitch is a lot easier to deal with fatigued pitchers. Top of the 8th inning, we're tied at 4. Barry Bonds is the batter against Bob Wickman. Wickman's going to pitch to him. Wickman's going to pitch to him here. Wickman will pitch to Bonds. And that is a 2-3. And Wickman is not tired, so that's a blank. Bonds does swing 5-6, fly out to center field. And that is out number 1. Here's Matt Williams. Williams is 0 for 2. He did walk. Wickman with the pitch, 2-3. That's again blank. He's not tired. Williams will bat 2-5. That's a star 5 and a ground out to third. And now here's Glenn Allen Hill. Hill is 1 for 2. He doubled in the first inning, scored a couple of runs, got 2 RBIs. Wickman with the pitch, 4-4. That's a double question mark against a righty. 1 to 14 is an automatic out. That's an 8. That's what it will be, and it will be a ground out. That will be a ground out to third. And Bob Wickman goes 1-2-3. And the inning is over. Nice job by Bob Wickman to not allow the Giants to do anything. Bottom of the 8th, still tied at 4. Leading off will be Paul O'Neill for the Yankees. Sean Barton can pitch to 3 batters before being tired. Paul O'Neill is the 3rd batter. He will pitch to him. And then the Giants will probably go to the pen. Pitch from Barton. And that's a 1-3. That's a walk chance. 20 is high. O'Neill gets the swing. 1-4. Fly out to center field. Out number 1. Next up is Bernie Williams. Barton will come out of the game. We'll see a new pitcher for the Giants. They'll probably bring in a righty to pitch to Williams since Williams doesn't hit righties as hard. Problem is the Giant bullpen is ugly. Well, I'm going to go with Chris Hook. 5 wins, 1 loss, 5.50 ERA. He will pitch to Bernie Williams with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Hook will pitch, and that's a 2-4. And against the lefty, that is a blank because Bernie Williams hitting from the left side is a switch hitter. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Williams gets the swing, though. It's a 6-2, and it's a base hit over the third baseman's head, and that will be a single. 1 out single for Williams. He will go to first. And now here is Donnie Baseball with 1 out. The infield is halfway. Hook will pitch to him. Strat roll says a 14. Nothing happening. Hook will pitch. And that's a 3-6. Walk chance. 13 is high. Mattingly will swing. 5-6. Single to left field. Base hit for Mattingly. Williams' base running rating is a 3. Single to left, -2 is a 1 to get to third. Left fielder is Bonds, and he has a -2 for an arm, so there's no way Williams can get to third. He will hold at second. But the Yankees are in business. Runners at first and second. And the batter now is Randy Velarde. He hit a home run his last time up, tied at 4. What do I want to do with Hook here? Hook is going to pitch. I'm going to leave him in there to pitch, I think. I'll check the bullpen, but the Giant bullpen is garbage. I mean, the Giants were 67 and 77 for a reason. Hook's going to come out of the game. They're going to replace Hook. And coming on to pitch for the Giants will be Dave Burba. 10 wins, 4 losses, a 3.97 ERA. Burba will now come in for the Giants. As Bob's Tabletop Sports says, come on, Giants, get these spankies out. Thought maybe my mom might be hearing this game. So let her know that someone called the Yankees the Spankies. Runners at... there we go. Runners at first and second. Randy Velarde, the batter. Dave Burba coming in to pitch now. Runners at first and second. Infield is half. Strat roll says a 17. Nothing happening. Burba will pitch to Velarde. It's a 5-5, and against the righty, it's an automatic out. Let's see what kind of out it's going to be. That's going to be a star 2. It's a ground ball to short. Velarde, double play rating 2. Nothing from Burba. Infield half is a 3. Second baseman for the Giants is Thompson. No adjustment. A 1-2. They get out of the inning. No, they do not. Williams will go to third. Mattingly is thrown out at second. Velarde safe at first, but there are now 2 outs. Fielder's choice puts runners at first and third. The batter will be Mike Stanley with runners at the corners. Infield now goes back to normal. Stanley will hit. He can hit the home run. They will let him bat with a 268 average here in the bottom of the 8th. Bases on runners at the corners. Stratroll says a 16, no play. Burba will pitch. 5-6. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium. 5-6. Fly ball right field. And that will be caught by Hill. And the inning is over. The Giants get out of it. No runs, 2 hits for the Yankees. Stays tied at 4. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Royce Clayton is the leadoff batter for the Giants. Bob Wickman is going to come out as the Yankees will bring up a new pitcher. 3 right-handers due up, so we'll see who the Yankees want to bring up. Probably bring in a righty. And the Yankees are not going to be dumb. They're going to go with their closer. It'll be John Wetland. 1 win, 5 losses, 31 saves, a 2.93 ERA. Wetland's job, very simple, keep it tied and give the Yankees a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th. Royce Clayton, a 244 average. I'm going to check the bench, see if I want to do anything here. Royce Clayton, though, is a very good shortstop. I actually have nobody else to really move to short. Clayton actually has to hit. And I'm going to save the bench. Royce Clayton will bat against Wetland. Wetland's pitch. 2-2 against a righty. That's a blank. Clayton gets the swing. 5-1. Single over shortstop. That's a base hit. Clayton gets a leadoff single. What, did you expect a 1-2-3 9th inning here at RJL 518? That brings up the catcher, Kurt Manwaring. And we will see a pinch, and Manwaring is 1 for 3 tonight. No, I'm sorry, not Manwaring. That's Mark Carrion. I was wondering why he was batting next. Mark Carrion is the next batter. He will hit with a 301 average. Infield is halfway. Stratroll says a 9. Nothing happening. Whoa, Clayton almost had a chance to steal. Wetland will pitch. 3-2. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 2-4. That's a home run to the pull side. Against a righty, Carrion's a 15. That's a 6. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Going back for it is Polonia. All he can do is watch it fly over his head and over the fence. 2-run homer, Mark Carrion. Giants take the lead. Stadium groans. Ugh. Mark Carrion, ex-Met, 2-run shot over the left field, over the right field fence. It is out of here. 6-4 Giants. Yankee Stadium helps out the Giants, not the Yankees. Mark Carrion sends it out of here, 6-4. As John Wetland blows a chance to do the job. And now Kurt Manwaring will bat, 6-4 Giants. Wetland will pitch. And that is a 2-6 strikeout chance. He gets Manwaring, and that is a strikeout by Wetland, out number 1. As all my Yankee haters in the chat are saying, yeah, baby, out of here, woohoo, come on, major upset. Here's Dion Sanders. Sanders is 1 for 3. This will be Wetland's last batter. Now, I don't know why I'm rolling a strat. Wetland will pitch 2-1. That's at the ballpark again. Yankee Stadium says 5-4, and that's a ground out to short. And that is out number 2. Now the batter is Darren Lewis. Actually, he is tired. He'll pitch to Lewis, though, but he is tired now. He can only pitch to 4 batters before retiring there. Yes, today's winner does get the Reds in the next round. But we still have the bottom of the 9th to play. Wetland will pitch to Lewis. That's a 2-5. That's a range play. Lewis gets to swing, 4-1. A ground ball to third. Boggs' range is a 3. He's got it. Throws to first. Side retired. Two runs for the Giants. On 2 hits, a big 2-run jack by Mark Carrion. 6-4, but we go to the bottom of the 9th. Will we see even more 9th inning magic? The Giants will go to their closer. And that year it was Rodney Beck, 5 wins, 6 losses, 33 saves, a 4.45 ERA. Rod Beck will try to close this game out and upset the Yankees. Leading off for the Yankees is Tony Fernandez. And I think I am going to go. He's the shortstop. Do I have anybody else that can play it? Yes, I do. Tony Fernandez is going to come out. The Yankees are going to go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit will be Dion James. He had a 287 average. Rodney Beck will pitch to Dion James, who comes on to pitch for the Yankees. He'll take over and we'll see. And I'll let you know who the shortstop will be if we go any further. Rod Beck will pitch to James. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping they can come back here in the bottom of the 9th. Rodney Beck, 5-3. That's a strikeout chance. He got him. He struck out James. A 3 gets him, and that's out number 1. Danny Tartabull is the next batter. He will come back as well. He's the designated hitter. And coming on to bat for him will be Darryl Strawberry. And he'll take over at DH. That's automatic. Yes, Darryl Strawberry was a member of the Yankees in 95. He batted 276. So now Strawberry will go up against Rod Beck with 1 out. Bob's Tabletop Sports hoping for the rare 1-2-3. Pitch from Beck. That's a 5-4. That's a blank. Strawberry gets the swing. 1-5. Fly ball center field. Out number 2. That's the second out. And now the batter is Luis Polonia. His average is 261. I have him in left field. And I will let him hit. 261 average, he can hit. He's 0 for 4, though. Well, you know what? Hold on. Polonia is going to come out, so it means I got to replace the left fielder as well. Coming on to pinch hit for him will be Russ Davis, 276 average. Russ Davis will go up against Rodney Beck now. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Rod Beck trying to get the save. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping for a miracle, which we usually do get here at RJL 518. Beck will pitch. That's a 1-4 against the righty. Strikeout chance. 9. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the game. Giants knock out the Yankees 6-4. As my mom says, boo in the background. We have an upset. The Giants knock out the Yankees 6-4. What a ball game. As Bob's Tabletop Sports says, woo! Philip Reynolds says, yes, yes, yes. Brandon Baker says, yeah, baby, done. Everyone's cheering that the Yankees are gone. Nobody, only a couple players like my Chatmans like the Yankees here, but I got more Yankee haters than I think I got Yankee fans. Forever Remain 90 says, bye-bye Yankees. Final line score coming up. For the Giants, 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. For the Yankees, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Dave Burba picks up the win. John Wetland takes the loss. Rod Beck does get the save. And yes, we're going to be going to, the Reds were the higher seed, so they're going to Riverfront for that game. So yes, the Giants will play the Reds at Riverfront in that game. The Reds were the higher seed. So yes, the Giants move on, and the Yankees are gone. Wow, what a game here. What a win for the Giants as the New York Yankees just come up short once again. Philip Reynolds, Brandon Baker for Remain 90, Bob's Tabletop Sports. Mr. Moley, Baseball Demos, Bears Den 007, Cody Travis, Glenn Perrow. And thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstile. Tonight we've got the Royals. We got the Royals and the Blue Jays tonight on the 85 season replay, so join us for that. And we will see you there. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. We'll see you probably around the end of the first NFL playoff game. I'm thinking maybe, because remember we got NFL playoffs, and we don't want to miss those games tonight, of course. So we'll see you guys there. Take care, everyone. See you later. It is the Giants over the Yankees 6-4. Take care, everyone.